Wow, wow, wow. Hi there, welcome back to the channel. So, Octavia, 1 year on. How do I feel? Do I hate it? Do I love it? Do I regret it? Let's find out. Yeah, it's been an emotional one, I'm not going to lie. There's been some good points and some bad points. We'll cover both. We'll do some positive and we'll do some negative. So for anyone that hasn't watched my other video about why I bought the car, just as an overview, I purchased this last year to replace the Volkswagen Golf that I had that got written off. Unfortunately got hit by a van. It was my fault officially according to the insurance. I'm a little bit unsure about that as the van was on the other side of the road, but this is another video. Let's not go into that. The Golf was awesome. I loved the Golf. I had that for about 6 years in total. I probably put about 80,000 miles on it. It was an estate TDI. It was only 100 brake horsepower, so it wasn't hugely powerful, but I really did like that car. It was a great bit of fun, great bit of kit. It did everything I needed for the family, and it was uberly reliable, unlike this Octavia. I originally set out to buy a replacement for the Golf. I looked at getting a GT86 as I wanted something a little bit sportier, a little bit more fun. Unfortunately, my company that I work for moved to Basingstoke, as I said in the previous video, so I had to get something a little bit more practical. Ironically, Corona and lockdown hit literally just after that, so we have been working from home ever since. So I probably could have got the GT86 and had less problems. Who knows, maybe I would have had more, who knows. To summarise my feelings about the car, I didn't really get a honeymoon period with it, to be honest, because as soon as I got it, as you recall, the head gasket went catastrophically, or had already gone when I purchased the vehicle. Although it was sorted quickly by the dealership, they put a new head on, they did the head gasket, EGR, cooler, lots of other bits and pieces. It was all free of charge under warranty, no problem with that. It kind of destroyed the honeymoon period a little bit. I went from like being uberly excited about getting the vehicle, not really that bothered. As soon as they brought it back, it was just a white good. For the first couple of weeks that I had it, I'd lost all interest in the car. I'd lost all faith in the car. I still struggle a little bit now with having faith in it and confidence in it in long journeys. You will hear a little bit later on as to why a few bits and pieces went wrong in it over the 8,000 miles. Which we'll go into in a little bit more detail. But let's cover the positives first. So let's say positive things about why I love the vehicle. I love the fuel economy. The fuel economy is great. It averages about 50 miles to the gallon. If you have it in eco mode through to sport mode, it doesn't really make any difference. It's still really good on fuel, no matter how you drive it. To be fair, you could probably drive this like you stole it and still get 48 to 50 to the gallon. So that's brilliant. Loving that. It's perfect for having a family. You can get all the kids in, you can get all the stuff that comes with them, all the paraphernalia that goes with children. You can get all your DIY stuff in, you can do huge tip runs, you can transport everyone around everywhere. I've not found anything yet I couldn't fit in here, so that's been great because it is a really big car. It's probably got one of the biggest boots, I guess, other than the Superb in its class, so that's another good win. I really love the colour, race blue. I think it sets off the alloys really well, the Terron alloys. They're quite nice, but I am going to replace them with some Ronal alloys. I'll put some pictures up, they really look good, I love them. Those or Compomotive, one or the other. I haven't decided yet. Favourite feature of the car probably would be reversing sensors. It's not something I've ever had before. The Qashqai that we have got has got cameras all around 360 degrees. There's a camera at each corner. That's brilliant, but the actual audible noise is great in this. I haven't got them on the front, they're only on the rear. But yeah, they've come in handy a couple of times. Never thought I'd need them, but yeah, no, that's really good. Definitely recommend speccing those if you get a vehicle that doesn't have them. That moves us over to the dislike column. Yeah, see, this is where it gets a little bit emotional for me, a little bit frustrating. I've only done 8,000 miles in the car, and it's not actually been that reliable when you really think about it. As I say, I had the head gasket issue originally, had a new head, it had an EGR cooler fitted. That was all done under warranty. However, we broke down probably about 2,000 miles ago, maybe not even that, 1,000 miles ago on the motorway, and it left us completely stranded for about 5 hours. I say on the motorway, it went wrong on the motorway, luckily just before a slip road, so we managed to get off of the motorway and stop pretty much instantly at the bottom of the slip road in an industrial estate. It wasn't great, it was cold, it got dark. The whole family, as you can see from this picture, were involved, so it wasn't our finest hour. It finally arrived back at the dealership where I purchased it on a flatbed at about 11 o'clock at night in the dark, and we had a taxi home. That was a failed water pump. There's an electronic sleeve apparently that's attached to the water pump that had jammed, which had caused a pressure build-up. That then blew the bottom hose off the radiator completely, emptying all the coolant over the motorway, meaning it lit up like a Christmas tree and the temperature flew through the roof. So luckily managed to get off. We haven't had any fallback from that. The head gasket seems to be okay, so that hasn't damaged that. But again, it was just another chink in the armour. Have I been unlucky, or are they just not built like they used to be? I don't know. Maybe I got spoilt by the Golf. It literally, other than like some shock absorbers, brakes and pads and a drive shaft over the whole 6 years, that's all it ever needed. It just went and went and went. The water pump was actually a genuine Skoda one, and it only done 12,000 miles before it failed. So that's not good. On a part that really you should probably change every 60,000 miles, just as a matter of a course, when you do a cam belt change, failing at 12,000 miles is not good. An OEM product that's failed, I don't rate that at all. That's poor. There's a few other bits and pieces. In really, really cold weather, the entertainment system has a mind of its own. I don't know whether that's a known thing with the older ones. I mean, this is a 7 or 8 year old unit. If it's cold, it just randomly selects preset radio stations at will. It'll switch the phone on at will. It'll switch the phone off at will. I answered a phone call the other week and that completely froze the whole system. Literally had to turn the car off, turn the car back on again to get it to work. So that wasn't good. That's not filled me with a huge amount of confidence, and I would be wary. I mean, it's under warranty now and I'll get it looked at, but I imagine that's probably quite an expensive fix if it wasn't, so that is something to look for on the older ones. If you're buying a 7-year-old, maybe around that time, 7-year-old Octavia, just check that the multimedia does work all the way around. The other thing, which is in the last couple of weeks, which is, again, sounds like a huge list, and it is really, considering how old the car is. I get a fault error when I start the car up that says control auto lights, control module failure. Now again, that's auto lights to me is just something to go wrong. It's not needed on any vehicle. You know, everyone switches the lights on and off. It's part of the driving test. I'm sure you can work out when you need lights on and when you need lights off for main beam. It's just something to go wrong, and it has. So again, yeah, more and more cars get more and more tech filled. Sensors unfortunately don't seem to be getting any better. So again, that's something else we'll look under warranty. Pop your experiences in the comments below. If you own an Octavia around about the same age, 2013, has it been the picture of reliability? Has it been a complete lemon? Comment below and let me know how you get on, and I'll see if I can respond back. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please give us a like, please subscribe, click that bell notification for more content. There are Calibra videos, Vauxhall videos and Skoda videos coming very, very soon. As soon as lockdown ends, I can finish them all off and get them published, but there is more content to come. This year will be a good one for content. Thank you for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.